Hey everyone, we are 2 a.m. That's two assholes on a microphone. My name is Dirk, and this is Crystal. And today we have Tom MacDonald with Dirty Money.
Now, once again, just like last time, we've heard this a lot. We have the albums. So, I like this song. It's not my favorite from the album. I believe it's on Renegade.
I believe so.
But it's like, that's not saying much, because I like so many of the songs from that album.
Yeah.
So,
let's get started.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd.
Can't say much about that, except, they exploit what they can during certain...
Any kind of tragedy can be exploited for more money.
For money and political gain.
Yeah.
Only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue. They make cash selling you all the crap in the ads while they broadcast news. Ooh, the network full of liars got investment capital and segments sponsored by Pfizer. And the freedom fighters, I feel like the left just plants them to infiltrate the right. It's extensive planning, then it happens overnight. It's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say let's go Brandon. It's
yeah. But I have to play devil's advocate in the way that there was a lot of plants going on with the left as well.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there was some of the stuff that was highlighted that the left did was stuff that was planted from the opposing side. They both do it.
Oh yeah, they're both sides of the aisle is crooked and exploitative.
And the freedom fighters, I feel like the left just plants them to infiltrate the right. It's extensive planning, then it happens overnight. It's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say let's go Brandon. It's a cash grab, everyone's a lab rat. Amazon made billions of dollars from sanitizer and black masks.
Yes.
Oh, yes, they most certainly did.
So did a whole lot of private citizens buying up what they could and selling it for crazy prices on eBay. And
yeah, that happened really early on during all that mess, but it got stamped down pretty quick.
Yeah,
to be honest.
The cash grab, everyone's a lab rat. Amazon made billions of dollars from sanitizer and black masks, and that's that. Funny.
I gotta say, I like this little $100 bill tone here.
So do I.
How the terrorists who had tag always come from places that are oil rich and have gas. Democrats, they don't give a damn. What is this about? Our military trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the Constitution.
We're not allowed to talk about that.
Nope.
What is this about? Our military trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all are using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse.
Okay.
Okay, that's a line that I know is going to piss off a lot of people and a lot of Tom's fans.
And okay, we're gonna address this because a lot of people already have.
Yeah, we've seen comments online about it. I've not heard anybody specifically actually say anything, but we've read some comments.
We read some comments, and here's my take on it. Kyle Rittenhouse, while he was doing what he got famous for doing, was defending someone else's establishment, which makes him a good Samaritan. It makes him a good person. Mm-hmm. But him shooting somebody in self-defense does not make him a hero.
No. It's one thing to... Okay. If you go into a burning building to pull somebody out at the risk of your own life, that's a heroic act. If you do something against another person to defend your own life, that's instinct.
Yeah.
And he has every right to defend himself.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But it's not a heroic act.
No.
He shot those people in self-defense, but he was a good Samaritan in the fact that he was helping others.
Yeah. And the fact of the matter is, people tend to forget this kid was just a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's traumatized by that, and I'm pretty damn sure he didn't see himself as a hero.
You're probably right.
Are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all aren't using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars.
I like that they want money, we want war.
Tom can scream.
Oh yeah, when he wants to.
Are we gonna get like one of those kind of songs from Tom?
I would love to hear.
That would hurt my head like hell, though.
Yeah, but I'm a metalhead, and that's a very metal sound. I would lose my mind over that.
Since we were born, they want money. We want dirty dollars. Fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. They might kill me for this song. It's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to.
Okay, I love Tom, but that line's getting a bit tired.
Which
They
one?
might kill me for this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You used it a lot, and it's not a critique or anything. Just
But I gotta say, I really like this hook. It's just bouncy and oddly fun, given the
subject
topic.
matter.
Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. They might kill me for this song. It's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. When Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence a U.S. politician owns the screws they're assembled with.
That's layered.
Yes, and
Go back just a sec. I want to hear that again. Make sure I heard it right, because
Kill me for this song, it's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. When Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence a U.S. politician owns the screws they're assembled with.
there are things I want to say.
But we're not allowed to. There are things I would love to say, but we're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a layered line. That was good. That was really good.
Yes.
Ain't no war on drugs, it's economic. You make money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit.
Yes.
Our prisons are private.
Yep, that's very true.
Let him finish out this bit.
War on drugs, it's economic. You make money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned. Illegal marijuana just mean kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets. Let's be.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, the prisons have been privatized for decades now. Mm-hmm. Since I think the 70s.
Some of them.
Some of them.
There are more now than.
I mean, we still have federal penitentiaries and things like that, but a lot of the state jails and things like that they're owned by organizations, multiple organizations at a time, and so every inmate that gets put in there gets a kickback from the government.
Well, the inmate doesn't. The prison does.
The prison does. I'm sorry, and of course, when the prison gets that kickback, that trickles up to the people who own it. So,
and they want as many bodies in there as they can get because they get more money that way.
Absolutely, which is why in some states, as you said, marijuana is still illegal.
And they get some really cheap labor from the inmates as well.
In a lot of cases, yeah. Mm-hmm. Some of them are not working prisons, but
yeah, but the ones that are.
Oh yeah.
Be honest, domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing. Still we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations. We have no idea where it is. I
like that you're talking about the truckers being labeled as terrorists. Of course, that's in Canada. I think that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing where they did a protest leading up to Ottawa.
Yeah, and talking about the donations, yeah, they just disappeared.
Yep. Government just Sucked them all up.
Still we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations, we have no idea where it is. A pipeline leaks, price of gas goes higher. Stock market crash, everybody gets fired. Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in debt to China.
That was a lot.
It was a lot, and most of it we can't even talk about.
Yeah. The debt, yeah.
The debt, yeah.
For sure.
Of course, we've been in debt for ever.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, our whole economy is a debt economy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it makes sense that we're in debt to other countries.
Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel division. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning.
This is true.
I like that analogy. If we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I think we should celebrate the small victories too, but not to the extent that it is.
And not to the point where that's all we're celebrating. We're not trying to move forward. We're just happy with what we have.
Yeah, because to be honest, the normal everyday people aren't being benefited by anything that people in power are doing right now.
No, not even in theory.
Mm-mm.
But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars, fill their pockets while...
Is that Nova singing with him? Mm-hmm. Or is that, like, him? Layered?
Okay, there's several layers of him and 1 or 2 layers of Nova.
Okay.
They want money. We want dirty dollars, fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground.
By the way, I do want to say, the scream growl, we want war. I love you, Tom. No, we don't want war. No. Matter of fact, we want to try to do everything we can as peacefully as possible, so we don't have that.
Yeah. Last time we had war against the people that we lived with, didn't turn out too well.
Yeah, and you know, I've got 2 young boys. They're adults, but they're young, and I don't want them going to war.
No.
Just no.
No.
They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. Money, money. Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood. It's all about the money.
Wait a minute. I gotta say something. This right here reminds me of Fake Woke.
Yeah.
Like, is that a B-roll or something that she took from that video, you think?
No.
Okay.
No, because his lips were actually saying money, money, money and things like that, so.
Money. Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood. It's all about the money. Every time we make a buck, they take from us. It's all about the money. The dollar runs our lives until we die.
Every time we make a buck, they take from us. Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Taxes and what they take out for taxes keep going up.
Yep.
The living expenses keep going up.
And every tax dollar does not get spent on, the betterment of this country.
Right.
When you're in a position where you get to name your own salary.
Yeah.
Enough said about that.
Money. It controls your mind and it controlling mine. Dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money.
the lighting right here is awesome.
Agreed. But
And I like the way that he's highlighted. I mean, you can tell that it's green screen behind, but the lighting on his face brings out his features in a really good way.
yeah, and I was just going to comment on the guitar that they used for this. Very reminiscent of old 80s Megadeth is what I get. Just power chords and such.
Yeah, it's likely something that Tom played himself.
Yeah.
Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
Hey, Jared doing the FX again?
Yep.
Did I say that right?
I believe so, yeah.
I like... What? Wait a minute. What was that petulant look there at the end?
I don't know.
He just looked really pouty all of a sudden.
Now, like I said, the music, the beat, the music and everything is very power chord heavy in the hook. And the video was fairly simple compared to what he's been doing.
Yeah. It was a good concept.
It was a good concept. He pulled it off brilliantly. It wasn't as complicated as I was expecting.
Nova did a good job, though.
Yeah. But like I said, because the last few videos have been very heavy with the CGI and things like that. And this one is...
Well, then again, you got to think, too. Nova said that she's, like, teaching Jenna how to do a lot of camera work and lighting and stuff like that. So, if you're just teaching somebody, you'd want to go back to basics a bit.
Yeah. And there's also the fact that this really doesn't necessitate a lot of CGI.
No, not really.
The concept for this is actually pretty simple and very effective in its simplicity. Mm-hmm. Now, I love the song. I liked the song for, when we first heard it. And like she said, it's not my favorite, but that's not saying anything at all. Because I don't know if I can even name you my favorite Tom MacDonald song at this point.
He rarely ever does music videos for my favorite songs on his albums.
Yeah.
There have been a couple of times, but not usually.
No response comes to mind. Yeah. But
not usually, so I just don't expect it.
But the truth is, I actually prefer it that way. Mm-hmm. Gives you a reason to get the CD.
Well, I have reason to get the CD anyway.
Well, you know what I mean, though. When you know that his best stuff is going to be on the CD.
Oh, absolutely.
It gives you that much more of a reason to get the CD instead of just watching the stuff on YouTube.
That being said, even though we have the CD, we're going to go ahead and buy this on iTunes, too, to support him.
Mm-hmm. That and I don't have it. I'm not allowed to take the CDs with me when I go to work. She won't let me.
Well, he drives.
I drive a truck for a living, and she won't let me take the CDs with me.
No, I'm afraid that he'll leave them. But in any case, like, share, subscribe, ring all of our bells, do all the little things, ring all of his bells, and leave him a ton of comments.
Be sure to leave a comment down below for us.
Let us know if there's anything else you'd like to hear soon. Be blessed, y'all.
Peace.